10 cars vie for first place and a spot on a team that's heading to the finals. Welcome to the Junkyard Joust, everybody. I'm Aaron Yonda. Dead and Gone is a ghost and vampire themed team, and they are missing a vehicle. You might remember in round 1 when the hot rod hearse broke its back axle, and now it rests atop the scrap heap. So now it's time to find a replacement, and here are our 10 competitors. They're going to compete in 3 separate events to decide who will replace the hot rod hearse. I'll explain more about that in a second, but now let's take a look at our competitors. First up is the Honda Civic Type R. It's a light and fast vehicle. 8 crate. Now this car would be an obvious replacement for the hot rod hearse. It's a bit lighter, but very similar stylistically. The XT3. This is a different kind of car, and that pointed front end could make things really interesting. The HKS Altezza, another fast car with a low front bumper. The Robo Race Robo Car. This car has potential undercutter ability, and it's also a fast car. The Batmobile. It's a long car with a little bit of undercutting ability. This is a car you don't want to mess with. Weighing in at 47 grams, the 56 Ford is the heaviest vehicle that is competing tonight. That could be an advantage going into a couple of these events. Way too fast. True to its name, this is a fast car, and at that weight, it makes it a definite competitor. The 73 Ford Falcon XB. It's a well-balanced car, and it's got a lot of speed. The Gray Ghost. Not only is this an undercutter, but it has 2 saw blades attached to the back of the car. This is something we've never really seen before in Junkyard Joust, and I'm curious to see exactly how it plays out. All 10 cars will have to go through 3 different types of events to test their survivability. The victor will be the one who gets the most total points at the end of all 3. Our first event tonight is the Survival Jump. As you can see from this test with that junker car, all you gotta do is drive down the track, jump off the front of this Formula 1, and try to land upright. If you land upright, you're gonna get 3 points. If you don't get any points. This test is a great way to determine whether a car can survive a vehicle like Creature from the Black Lagoon in the finals. First up is 8 crate at 39 grams. 8 crate hits that jump and manages to stay upright. An impressive jump by 8 crate, bounces a bunch, hits the actual crates, and manages to stay up. Good job. 56 Ford. 56 Ford, ooh, bad tumble there. Stays on the track, but can't quite keep it upright. No points for him. He's heavy, he's fast, he's way too fast. Whoa, look at that car go up and over and then sideways and gets stuck. Gets hung up on the edge of the track. Oh, man. No points for way too fast. Next up is the HKS Altezza. What just happened? The bumper is so low on that car, it actually hit the front of the Formula 1 and didn't go off the jump. It just stuck there, and unfortunately, upside down. No points there. Let's see what the 73 Ford Falcon XB can do here. The Ford Falcon hits the jump and bounces back right side up. That was a great recovery. Could have been bad, but he managed to bounce off of that bumper at the end and come back right side up. That's going to be 3 points. Robo Race Robo Car. Oh, I had a feeling that might happen. That low front end on Robo Race actually prevents him from going off the jump, but he doesn't flip over. He stays upright. That's going to count. 3 points. Honda Civic Type R. Let's see what you got. The Honda Civic takes a flying leap and unfortunately cannot remain upright. Rolls over a couple times, but lands upside down. No points there. First challenge failed, but there's still 2 more to come, so anything can happen. Here comes the Batmobile. Vampires, ghosts, and a bat. Would make sense to me. Batmobile. I can't even tell if that's upside down. Batmobile flips directly upside down and just ends it. That's that. Not a good showing. Gray Ghost. This car would be right at home on the Dead and Gone team. He launches off the Formula 1 and flies up and over and can't quite recover. I think those blades might have actually prevented him from flipping over. Might be good for the joust, but wasn't good for this event. Here comes the XT3. I'm curious to see what the front of this car is going to do on the front of that Formula 1. Oh, what a flip! hits it, goes off the jump, catapults like a pole vaulter, and lands straight upside down. So after this first event, we've got 3 cars with points on the board: Robo Race, 8 Crate, and 73 Falcon. Take an early lead. We still got 2 events left to go. Event number 2 is the Power Slam. The goal of this event is to smash through as many of these light junker cars as you can. The top 3 cars that travel the farthest distance will get points. First place gets 5 points, second place gets 3, and third place gets 1 point. The first car on the hill is the Batmobile. It's a low, fast car. I think it's got some good potential here. Oh yes, there goes a whole line of cars. About 5 of them, in fact. That was an impressive charge, and that is a great start for the Batmobile. Now up the 73 Ford Falcon. Let's see what happens. The Falcon plows about 4 of the cars off the track. Can't quite get the distance the Batmobile got. Since he's only the second car, that's going to put him in second place for the time being. Let's see if HKS Altezza has anything to say about that. Ooh, a massive hit from the Altezza. Puts him right past the Falcon, but not quite up to the Batmobile. That's going to put him in a pretty solid second position as we line up for the next run. Robo Race Robo Car has a great undercutting ability, but the lightness of the car could come into play here. Let's see what they do. Oh, there's a lot of cars off the track there. Some pretty good penetration, makes it past the Falcon. Let's take a look at the measure. Doesn't look like it got as far as the Altezza, but that's going to put him in a solid third place. And now we're on to the Honda Civic Type R. This is a fast car. I think this car can get some distance. Oh, that's a big pile up there. Look at all those cars just go in one big line. That's some serious distance. Let's see what we got. Oh, that looks to me like it might be a tie with the Batmobile. They both managed to make it through 5 cars and line up right behind that second green car. So it looks to me like there's a tie for first place right now. And with that 5 points on the line, this is a big deal. The XT3 is up. Let's see what it can do. The XT3, pretty weak attempt. I don't think it's enough. Nope, not even gonna beat the Altezza, so the XT3 is out. 56 Ford, this is a heavy truck. Definitely made it farther than the Altezza, but was it farther than the other 2? It looks like, oh, so close. The Ford took out the same amount of cars as both of the leaders, but it couldn't quite push its way up to where they were. So that's a nice solid third place for that vehicle. 8 Crate is up next. 8 Crate knocks a bunch of cars around. Is it gonna be enough to beat the Ford? Oh, it's looking close, but not quite. Just missed it by about a half a car length. Gray Ghost has some undercutting ability. This could be useful here. Gray Ghost plows under about 4 of them. So close, but couldn't quite get up to the Ford. It's actually kind of hard to tell where that car is underneath the other one, but it's definitely not far enough to get third place. It's a low car. It's 44 grams. Way Too Fast has a good chance here. Way Too Fast puts the power in that slam. Look at those cars fly. There's 6 or 7 cars off the track there. That is the farthest that anybody's got. And Way Too Fast was our final car, so that looks like a first place finish to me. There's your second place, and it looks like the Ford is out, but the Honda and the Batmobile are tied. So we are gonna have to have a tiebreaker. Both cars will run again, and whoever gets the farthest gets second place. Batmobile's back on top of the hill, and let's see what happens. Good hit from the Batmobile, but not as good as its previous run. He couldn't quite make it to the green number 6 that time. It was close, but as you can see, not quite the same distance. So that is the mark to beat for the Honda Civic. Let's see if he can do it. The Honda smacks a few cars off the track. Oh, I don't think he quite made it. Let's take a closer look. And no, the Honda Civic gets a solid third place, with the Batmobile getting second and Way Too Fast in first. Well, that's the end of this, of what is happening. Oh, Winnebago! What on earth was the point of that? Oh, that was just to show off. Look at that. Cleared the track completely. Not a single car left. I don't know how Winnebago lurks around in the shadows and then just comes out like this at these moments. But that's obviously doesn't count. Winnebago doesn't get to be on the Dead and Gone team. These are your 3 winners right here. 5 points for Way Too Fast, 3 points for the Batmobile, and 1 point for the Honda Civic. Taking a look at the scores after round 2, we've got 3 more cars with points on the board. Way Too Fast has the most at 5, and a few cars have yet to score. But there'll be plenty of chances to score points in the next event, a 3-round Junkyard Joust. Each car that survives a round gets 2 points. So there's a potential for 6 points if you survive all 3 rounds. Evil Weevil's gonna take his position as we begin this special 3-round Junkyard Joust. 10 cars. There is our randomized starting order, and the 56 Ford's gonna get us going. 56 Ford settles into the front of the track. Ford is one of those 4 cars that's on the bottom of our scoring chart right now, 0 points. He really wants to make it out of this round so he can at least make a good show of himself. XT3 pokes in behind him. Pretty solid position still there. Here comes the HKS Altezza. The Altezza speeds down and knocks the Ford off the track. And that does not look like something you're gonna come back from. I think the Ford might be out of this competition. Ooh, the Honda smacks the back of that Altezza. And now Altezza's upside down. Another vehicle with 0 points. Probably not getting any now. 8 Crate is up, sponsored by Woeful Fiber Art. 8 Crate smacks the back of the Honda, and now it looks like XT3 could be in danger here. 73 Ford Falcon hits the road, smacks the back of 8 Crate, but the Honda refuses to leave the track and slowly but surely slides right back down into position. Now it's time for the Robo Race Robo Car to do some undercutting action. Ooh, man, Robo Race just pops the Falcon up, and then he slowly but surely goes upside down on the track. It's not necessarily over for him yet, but it doesn't look promising. Batmobile's up next. Robo Race is sent into the stratosphere on that run. The Batmobile smacks him twice, sends him flying. The irony here, of course, is that Batmobile then drives onto his side, and Robo Race is looking right as rain over against the crates. Way Too Fast is car number 9 in this round. Pretty good chance of surviving and getting those 2 points, propelling him into a pretty solid lead. He smacks the back of Falcon, and Falcon stays upside down. Gray Ghost is the final car for this round. Let's see what happens. Oh no! Way Too Fast is eliminated from the round. No points. That is a tough break. This is gonna open up the field a lot. Let's take a look at the scoreboards. 8 Crate, Robo Race, and Way Too Fast are all tied for first place right now, and that coveted spot on the Dead and Gone team, but it's wide open for these 5 remaining cars. There's 2 more rounds. There's 4 points up for grabs as we take a look at our running order. Robo Race Robo Car is gonna start us off. Ooh, Robo Race takes sort of an unpredictable bounce off of Evil Weevil and is now sitting prone on the side of the track. And Gray Ghost takes full advantage of it. Gray Ghost, who just eliminated the first place leader, now eliminates Robo Race Robo Car, who was also up in the top. Speaking of up in the top, 8 Crate is in that same position, hits the back of those saw blades, and pops up on top of Gray Ghost. Gray Ghost is really wreaking havoc on the cars right now. Oh no! The Honda Civic just blasted 8 Crate. Gray Ghost's saw blade just kind of flipped 8 Crate up in the air. Gray Ghost may have failed the first 2 challenges, but he's really turning it on for this joust, and that's important. XT3 is gonna round out this round. XT3 sends the Civic off the track, and that is going to end this competition for the Honda Civic, unfortunately for him. And there we see it's just down to Gray Ghost and XT3 in round 3. And looking at the scoreboards, there's 3 things that could happen here. Gray Ghost and XT3 could eliminate each other, which would make a 3-way tie. If Gray Ghost or XT3 eliminates the other, then they are the competition winner. If neither of them eliminates each other, then it's a tie, and we have to have some sort of tiebreaker. And as usual, the running order is randomly determined, and it looks like XT3 is going first. That could be trouble considering what Gray Ghost has been able to do on these runs when behind other vehicles. XT3 heads down the track. Oh no, what was that? XT3, very unpredictable hit there on the back of Evil Weevil and just flips over upside down on the track. This competition is Gray Ghost to win right now. Grey Ghost does exactly that, does not push XT3 back upright, and unbelievably, Grey Ghost is going to score another 2 points, which means that despite starting this event out with 0 points, Grey Ghost has edged out all 3 of the other cars in first place, and with that unbelievable comeback, Grey Ghost has proven himself worthy to join the Dead and Gone team as their 5th member. Looks like we're going to get to see those saw blades in action during the finals. Speaking of the finals, here are your tournament finalists, color-coded based on how they finished in the match. The finals are coming up next. It's going to be an unforgettable time. Who do you think out of these 10 teams is going to take the ultimate victory? Tune in and find out next time. Make your predictions in the comments. And please consider becoming a patron of the show so I can keep making these. And as usual, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.